Hello, all you lovely people of YouTube. This is ep35. Welcome back to another episode of Rip's Talk Show. I am your host, Rip, and I will be talking to you a little bit more quietly today, so that way you get a nice, chill episode, nice and relaxing. I have a few things I want to talk about. I don't think this will be a longer episode. It will be probably on the shorter side. That's okay. I don't want to waste too much of your time here. So, basically, today's episode is just going to be me talking about shows that I've been watching. Shows that I have finished. Shows that have finished and I was watching along. So, as of recent, Hawk had me watch a show. Hawk's been begging me, or when I mean Hawk, I mean my good friend, the Atomic Hawk. He's been wanting me to watch Has Been Hotel for months, whenever that released. Finally watched it, and I gotta say, wasn't too bad. I mean, I liked some of the songs. I liked some of the songs. There's other songs where I'm like, I don't know about this one, Chief. It wasn't bad. The story was alright. It was okay. I enjoyed it. I watched the entire thing because it was only 8 episodes. Someone forgot to turn off their notifications. Like I said, it was just for like 8 minutes. It was 8 episodes, and I watched them all, and they were all rather good. And, that's what we like to see. Something good. I was, what do you call it? I don't have any, gripes about it. I was shocked. I was shocked about some of the things at the end. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, they set some stuff up for season 2, if they'll do that, and it was good. It was all right. It was okay. Another thing I do want to talk about that I do want to get out of the way. It's not a show, but it is something rather spectacular and rather sad. The other day, last week, I don't even really remember what day it was now, the final Rooster Teeth live stream happened. And it was so gloriously titled, Why We Were Here, in the font of the old red versus blue stuff. And I gotta say, if you're gonna name it anything, I think that was the best option to name it. I don't know. It was sad. I sat through all 6 hours of it. And, a lot of people showed up, a lot. Some people who I expected to show up didn't, like Jeff, Gus, Gavin, Michael. But, the person I was not expecting to show up did, which was Bernie Burns. And I have to say, Bernie showing up, like I said, is not something I expected. But, it was him and Jason Saldana, who's the voice of Tucker, and I forget her name. Becca, that's all I remember. I don't remember her full name. Rebecca something. She's the voice of Sister, Kai. They were there, and, everything was nice. It was all sad, crying. It was just sad watching because it's this is it. It's over. The chapter is closing. Something that's been there. My Rooster Teeth has been around for my entire life. I was only a few months old when that company was created, and in a few days, in a matter of days, it will be gone. Speaking of things like that, something that's almost over. We're approaching the end of Red versus Blue. We already knew this was the final season, but now we're getting close to the release. As I'm recording this, it's the day before the episode is uploaded. Which means, tomorrow will be the 2nd of May. Which means 5 more days till restoration. And to be honest, I'm scared. I'm genuinely and deeply scared about what will come from it. I'm scared that I'm going to see characters I genuinely and deeply care about. And I'm scared. I've watched this show for so much of my life. I've seen so much of it. I've watched it so much. I tracked down a lot of the DVDs just to have. I made an ultimate trade just to get merch of this show that I love so dearly. And it's going to be over. 19 seasons, 21 years. I'm 21 years old right now. I'll be 22 later this year. And thinking about that, think about how long I've watched this. I've watched this show for almost 10 years. In a few months, it will be 10 years. In fact, I'd say within a few weeks to a month, it will be 10 years since I've watched this show. The point is, I know I can give you a decent time frame because the season 12, when I caught up to the show, season 12 trailer was new. Like when I caught up to the first 11 seasons, season 12 trailer was new. And it's ending. And I don't know what to think. I don't know what will happen with me. I know it will. I know it will be bad. I'm not saying I know the season will be bad. I'm saying I know how I will react to it being over will be bad. I mean, that reminds me of something today, actually. Bad Batch. I'll get back to the Red vs. Blue talk in a minute, but Bad Batch, the final episode released today. The final episode of the final season. And it was spectacular. They got their happy ending, and it was good. I loved it. And I cried. I watched it and I cried. I cried pretty hard. And it was because it was sad. Like, yeah, they got their happy ending. It's nice. It's done. But it's over. The story's finished. And I think the problem with me is when I really, and I mean really enjoy a story, it's hard to see it go and see it finish. And, that show's only been around for, 4 years? 3? And, that was sad. That had me crying. I don't know how I will react to Red vs. Blue ending. And I think it's pretty evident I'm a fan of the show. I've talked about it almost every episode. This this year of making podcasts, almost every fucking episode, Red versus Blue was mentioned at some point. But that's because I love it. I love it to death. It's my favorite show. It's my comfort show. I love the characters to death. And I don't know. I don't think I handle things like that well. I don't handle loss well. And to be losing something like that in my life, it'll be sad, it'll be upsetting, but what can you do? The answer to that is, well, there's not much you can do, but you can cherish what was there. You can cherish the good times you had. Sure, you can sit there, you can be sad that it's over, you're allowed to be sad that it's over. You can be upset that you didn't get more time with it, that there's still more to be told. But you can also be there and be happy. Be happy you got to experience it in the first place, and that you got to see the story unfold. And knowing that I got to see the story unfold, that I'm getting to see the story unfold, that's nice. See, we all look through things in a very negative way nowadays in life. It's like, well, this is sad, it's gone, it's over, it's done. But people tend to forget that it was here in the first place, and those memories that we have of that experience will never, ever leave us. And I think that's what matters. I genuinely, deeply wish at the bottom of my heart that I just hope that those characters get a happy ending. All of them. And that includes Church. Church deserves his happy ending. I do want to talk more about the Bad Batch, though. There was so much. I think I forgot to talk about it in the first place last week, but, like, Echo got a new hand. He took it off of a droid, and, like, that was sick. Him wearing TK armor, you know, the Stormtrooper stuff, that was sick. Like, there was so much that was done. It was cool. The Zillo Beast wreaked havoc. Everything was awesome. And I absolutely loved it. I'm glad I got to witness it all. You know? I'm sad that Crosshair lost his, you know what? I lost painters. But, you know, he's still kicking it. We'd love to see that. Everybody won. Everybody survived. Yay, the clones got out of there. You know how it goes. And I don't know. To tell you the truth, because when I have guests on, I usually ask them how their week's been, and then they ask me, and I tell them, and you get to hear. I want to tell you about my week. Now, I'm not going to get into specifics, but I do want to say that, like, despite a lot of manual work that I've done since we last spoke to each other, like, I mean a lot, like, I am tired, I have never felt better. Someone has been making me real happy, and I hope that can continue. And let me just say, it's nice. You know, life in general is just nice. And to have people around us who make us feel good, that's nice. Another thing I wanted to talk about. I watched a show last night, actually. as of recording this, which was yesterday. But like, by the time this is uploaded, 2 nights ago. So Tuesday night, I watched Knuckles. I watched the entirety of Knuckles, and let me tell you, it was good. I quite enjoyed it. I liked all the references to the video games, like Ice Cap Zone. Like that was a good one. That was the first one I caught because who wouldn't catch something like that. And the sign, where he when he beat his course, a lot of it was funny. It was good. It was silly. Definitely a show for like the kids. But like, I quite enjoyed it. And Knuckles is a good character. I just find it funny that Idris Elba, is that how you pronounce his name? Idris Elba? Elbra? I don't know. The guy who voices Knuckles, the fact that he voices Knuckles, I don't know. And the fact that Knuckles got his like hat from the OVA thing, the Sonic OVA, that is cool. I like that. I loved watching Sonic stuff as a kid. I loved playing the games. I don't even remember. I'm not even going to sit there and lie and say like, oh, I don't even remember the last Sonic game I played. I played Sonic Forces. I want to get Sonic Mania at some point and just play that in my own time. But yeah, no, it was good. I genuinely enjoyed it. I was like, wow, this is some good stuff. I never thought I'd hear the not uncensored. I never thought I'd hear the censored version of "Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster" by the Ghetto Boys, but that was a song they played. Now, obviously, they're not going to play the uncensored version. Like, this is a show meant for kids. But like, it was kind of funny hearing it. But I mean, like, it's meant for a little bit of an older audience. That's why they didn't censor the word damn. Like, damn's fine. Which is why we're going to hear, like, I bet you, with Keanu Reeves being Shadow, we're going to hear Shadow say damn. There's that damn 4 Chaos Emerald. I genuinely am excited for the third movie to come out. What I am excited for as well is another movie. Another spectacular movie. I'm going to sneeze. I might sneeze again. My throat is dry. I haven't had a nice cup of tea in a while. Thankfully, we acquired sugar today. And so tomorrow I'm going to make myself a nice cup of sweet tea. I like sweet tea. It's rather nice. Soothes the throat. Makes it not sound scratchy. I thought I had a water around me, but it appears I do not. But, you know how that stuff goes. So before I end this all off and be like, oh, goodbye, everybody, I do want to say, by the time we speak again, Restoration will be out, and I will not have seen it, because I've made an oath to a friend. And you might be saying, Rip, what is that? A friend I deeply, deeply care about, which you may know as Denmark. I've been watching the show with her because she's never actually seen it before. And so her and I have been watching it together. And actually, tonight, after I get done filming this, we're going to watch season 11. Um, but yeah, we won't be finished in time to watch Restoration. And I told her, and I'm being truthful about this, that I will not watch Restoration until she's able to watch Restoration. Because I may not have started my Red versus Blue journey with her. But I'll finish it with her. Because she's awesome. She's a great friend, and I think that would be a nice experience. And with that being said, like I said, I told you this would be a shorter episode. So, thank you all so much for listening to today's episode of Rip's Talk Show. Sorry for for me being on the verge of tears earlier. I don't know why I got so emotional there. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode of Rip's Talk Show. Goodbye, everybody.